What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about the Phasmophobia Dev Preview number 10, which dropped on Friday. So I'm a little late touching bases on this, but it still is really cool and I want to talk about it because it talks about what our EMFs might look like and also how the tier system for our items is going to look. So I wanted to talk about it just in case you missed this update because it's pretty cool. So it says EMFs everywhere and a look at upgrades. Welcome back. We've got some news for you. Any information and images are work in progress and may change drastically before release. So even if they say it's going to look and work a certain way, that could completely be reworked by release. So keep that in mind. Equipment upgrades. We've had a lot of questions about how equipment upgrades will actually work in game. So this week we're showing you some work in progress images on the UI and how you'll be upgrading your ghost hunting items. As everyone will be reset back to level 1, aka prestige 1, you'll have to start fresh with little money and only tier 1 starter items to complete your contracts. As you complete contracts, you'll level up, earn more money than ever, and start to unlock new equipment items in the shop. So that means we're gonna have to walk around with a dinky little old flashlight that doesn't work super great. So keep that in mind. As you progress, certain levels will unlock the ability to purchase different equipment upgrades. To upgrade the item, you'll need to save up some cash, as upgrades aren't cheap, but fear not. Each tier of equipment costs the same amount to bring into the contract. That's very interesting. Once an upgrade is paid for, it's permanently unlocked unless you prestige, of course. So for example, EMF readers always cost $45 regardless of tiers. So if it's tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, each one of those costs $45 regardless. So that's interesting because I expected it to be more expensive the higher tier that you have. I'm sure a lot of us did. Upon reaching level 20, you'll have the option to upgrade from tier 1 to tier 2. Save up some money and upgrade. When adding your equipment, choose which tier you want to bring. So let's take a look here. We have the dots projector, which was tier 1. It was like the light pen. And it looks like this was unlocked with a tier 2. But you have to, like, in order to get the best dots, you have to level up to 58, it looks like. But regardless, I don't know if you can see up here, it says cost 65. So, doesn't change. But that's what the interface will probably look like. Upgrades are a choice. If you die often and don't manage your money, you may not end each prestige with every item at tier 3. So that means by the time you're ready to prestige, you may not have unlocked every single item in tier 3. So you may actually be still working with tier 2 items or even tier 1 items, which is really, really interesting. Having to save a lump sum of cash for an upgrade will change how you spend your money and should encourage completing as many objectives as possible. Interesting. You can decide which upgrades you feel are most important to you. If you're happy with your tier 1 dots projector, save that money for an EMF reader upgrade, which the way I have seen it so far, and especially after we talk about the EMFs here, I would definitely still want an EMF 2, at least tier 2 for EMF, and at least tier 2 for dots, at bare minimum, in my opinion. As we're on the topic of EMF readers and upgrades, let's dive into some details. So here's the tier 1 EMF reader. It is an old analog meter. It has a small range, it's not very accurate, and the sound it makes are very reasonably quiet. Luckily enough, the needle will go into overdrive when hitting those valuable EMF spots left by the ghost. So you'll never miss it because the needle will just go back and forth like crazy. So tier 2 is the EMF reader that we know and love. Tier 2 is the trusted, all-reliable K2 meter. When moving within a medium range of EMF spots, it will display an accurate value from 2 to 5 to make a clear, audible sound. Tier 3 is where it gets really, really cool. I really like this. We've been calling it the Twin Finder on stream, so let me read this to you. Tier 3 is a high-tech parareader. The device can track up to 3 EMF spots at once. Not only that, it'll tell you in the direction, range, and value of each one all at once. Additionally, it plays sound for each EMF spot that's being tracked, so you can hear from a distance how many and how strong the reading is. This is weird to me because if you have a sound for each and every one of those, if you have 3 different EMF readings, it feels like it's going to be a lot going on. I don't know how I feel about that, but knowing the direction of where the EMF is coming from, that is really cool. This makes tracking which objects a ghost has been in contact with super easy. It even has a higher range than the previous 2 tiers. So very interesting there. Each player can only bring 1 tier of equipment, but multiple players can bring different tiers if they bring their own stuff. This is it for the development preview number 10. We'll catch you with some more teasers soon. So this is really cool. The EMF reader seems really, really cool. I'm really excited that they're showing us each and every one of the upgrades that is possible. I'd like to see how writing would work. I have no idea how you upgrade writing. I don't know if it's gonna be like, oh, the ghost is more, likely to write in this kind of book or something like that. This just seems kind of suspicious. I don't know. Like, if we have to wait forever for our tier 1 writing book, like, that's gonna be a little bit rough, but I don't know. I would like to see what the writing book is gonna look like specifically. Everything else kind of makes sense to me on how they're gonna be upgraded, but the writing book, I have no idea. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and we will just continue to keep covering all of these dev previews because I think they're very interesting, and I cannot wait for the update. So anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!